coming out of Seattle as they prepare for this winter storm that is coming up here. And you may have caught our friend Matt Lorch, who is out there in Yelm, Washington. We're going to bring him back because you just look like you were having too much fun out there, Matt. How you doing?
I'm okay, Daytona. It's snowing. You know, in the Pacific Northwest, people think, wow, you're way up there, you're really far north, you guys must get a lot of snow. In the Seattle area, we just don't. And there are winters where we won't get any snow. So it's something that a lot of people around here celebrate, others dread, because a lot of people out here don't know how to drive in the snow, or they don't drive well in the snow. We don't have a lot of snow removal. I lived in other parts of the country, places like Boston, they have incredible snow removal. Not places like Seattle, we just don't invest in plows, and so they did pre-treat these roadways. So just to let you know, this is about an hour and 15 minutes outside of Seattle toward Mount Rainier, which is the big mountain out here, and it's piling up on the side streets. You can see what's going on right down there, but on the main streets that were pre-treated, so far so good. We haven't seen any plows out here so far. I can show you what's on the ground over here. You know, it's about 4 inches. It started snowing here in Yelm this morning. It really started sticking around noon, and then, you know, or just after 5 o'clock here on the West Coast, and now it's really mounting up. Here's the thing, this is just the beginning of a wave of storms that are coming through that are going to hit the greater Seattle area. When it's all said and done, by Saturday evening, they're saying we could see more than a foot in some places. And for a lot of that people out here, that means I can't go anywhere. Now, we're in a pandemic. A lot of people don't go anywhere anyway. But we went out to the grocery store today. A lot of people just stocking up, not knowing how long they're going to be stuck in their homes. And these are cold temperatures for us. Temperatures right now hovered around 30 degrees. In some other places with wind chills, we got into the 20s and the teens, which is cold for the Pacific Northwest. But people are just gearing up and getting ready for what could be the big first snowstorm of the season for us. I know other parts of the country, like I said, you'd laugh because you've been dealing with storm after storm, but this is going to be the first big one for the Pacific Northwest. In the meantime, we'll show you what's going on over here. You know, cars seem to be moving along these roads just fine. It's really just snow and slush. This guy's coming in hot. It doesn't look like all-wheel drive, so you know, it's going to get colder overnight. That's when things freeze up. But for the most part, most people are just trying to find a place to get indoors, be warm, and then maybe head out and appreciate winter's beauty come tomorrow. Right now, the snow line didn't actually really get further north than Seattle. Seattle's just getting a dusting, as you saw a few minutes ago. The snow in Seattle's really supposed to start Friday evening into Seattle, so it sounds like it's going to be a weekend event, and then it's going to warm up next week, but we're just getting ready for it and appreciating Mother Nature's beauty. We're live in the beautiful city of Yelm, Washington, in the shadow of Mount Rainier. I'm Matt Lorch. I'm going to send it back to you, Daytona.
Hey, Matt, I have a couple follow-up questions for you, because here on NewsNOW, we kind of go as long as we want to. I know it's cold, and I'll let you go in a second, but yeah, you mentioned those cars driving behind you, some of them kind of speeding around the corners there. What are the roads like right now where you're at?
Yeah, it's a really good question. So we came down from the Seattle area and we drove through Pierce County, which is where Tacoma is located. And then we came down into Thurston County, where we are now, which is where Olympia, the capital of the state of Washington, is located. And so, yeah, as we pan over, you can see it's snow and slush. We'll make our way over here, Daytona. We'll take you for a little walk. Erica is my star photographer, and we'll just show you how different it is when you get off the main roads, and then it gets a little dicier. And you can see here's a Starbucks. We're just in a strip mall parking lot, and you can see it's, you know, there's an inch there. It's kind of just mix of snow and slush in this parking lot. So just, you know, sloppy, messy conditions. But as I mentioned earlier, you know, you live in the Midwest. In fact, I ran into a woman. I was like, hey, how you feeling about the snow? And she goes, I'm from the Midwest. This is nothing. But for the people who grow up out here, they just aren't used to driving in the snow. And they say that all the time. They say, I love the snow, but I hate to drive in it because everybody else can't drive in the snow. It's funny. how everybody else can't drive in the snow, but the person saying it is always a great driver. So, but it's true. Like, we just watched that person. They came in way too fast. Here's a car right over here, Daytona, trying to navigate the parking lot.
There you
people
go.
do get excited. Because a little thumbs up there. People get excited because we just, like I said, we don't always get snow. So when we get it, it's a reason to celebrate. There's a big conversation out here. I don't know if you heard this elsewhere. Is like, do kids get snow days anymore? Because here, most kids are still in remote learning. They're not actually in schools in the state of Washington yet. We're starting to bring back kindergartners, first graders, early learners. So they were saying, if kids are at home, they don't really get a snow day. Teachers are at home, kids are at home. And so it's kind of a shame, right? Because if you live in a place that doesn't get snow often, when you do, kids just celebrate and they're like, let's go out and throw snowballs and go sledding, have the time of our lives. And they may not get that this time around. We'll see. So it's something districts are considering because it is kind of a pastime, right? Snow falls, you grab your sled, you make some snowballs, you have a good time.
Well, you're definitely having a fun snow day out there, and it looks like you got a Starbucks behind you, so I don't know what your drink is, but that probably sounds good right about now, huh?
Hey, Daytona, next time I see you, lattes on me, okay? What can I order you? I'll send it your way.
How did you know I'm a vanilla latte with almond milk? You know me so well.
I just had this sense. Okay, vanilla latte. What about your producer? I'm here to take care of everybody at NewsNOW. What else can I grab you guys?
Oh my
Hey,
gosh,
is Britt
Matt.
listening? Britt, what can I get you?
You have been awesome.
Hey, any other questions?
I think that's good.
Yeah, I don't even know. Where are you coming from, Britt? Where are you at? Where are you located right now?
Well, Britt's at home right now, but we're in Phoenix, Arizona. It's looking a little bit different out here than it is in Washington, and I'm happy about it, I will say. But I'll still have my lattes every now and then. All right, Matt Lorch out there.
You said Arizona, huh? So how's your winter been in Arizona?
Oh, it doesn't exist. It's non-existent. We're 75 and sunny all year long,
right.
except for
you
the summer.
You get down to the 70s and you're like, wow, this is cold. It's winter.
I know. Well, we appreciate you being here with us. Key 13's Matt Lorch. Stay warm. Enjoy your coffee.
Yeah, thank you. Say hi to our friends in the Copper State. Good being with you at Daytona. Have a great day.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you again soon. Well, Matt, he is definitely a character.